everyone. Hi, Leslie. I guess they changed their format. Oh, okay, it's up here. I'm like, how many people are watching? That's very cool, Leslie. Hey, everyone, welcome. So I figured I would do a quick pop-up live. Let me see if I'm actually live. And I'll check on my phone. Hi, Ola Joe. That's my doggy drinking water. I don't know if he came through. So I guess I am streaming. I'm never quite sure when I hit the button when it's working or not. So welcome everybody. Hey buddy. My doggy wants to say hi. Hi Kendra, welcome. Oh, be safe. Please be safe, Kendra. Hi Nana Mana. Yes, nice to see you too. So I had gotten some new yarn. Like new to Herrschners. I know, it's like, yay, yarny fingers. Nice to see you too. Well, nice to read you, Ola Joe. I know I'll see you soon when I watch your videos. So hi everyone. I know it's a weird time for me to go live. I usually, if I did go live, would go live late at night. But I was like, I'm gonna do a boxing video of these, an unboxing video of these as well. So don't worry if you're driving, you can watch later. Just listen. It'll, you can always catch this replay, and it'll also be in the unboxing video too. So Herrschners, and I've shown some projects that I've done with this yarn. It was a cocoon cardigan. I believe it was Make and Do Cruise. My dog keeps sniffing the yarn. I'm like, dude, this yarn's been here for like a month. You know what yarn smells like? Yeah, and I made like kind of like a cocoon shrug with the Halloween yarn from Herrschners. So I wanted to show the new Halloween yarn and the two new Christmas colorways that they came out with for 2025. I tried to buy them, like I bought them like late 2024, but kind of closer around Christmas, they were out of stock. But I guess maybe they just hadn't made enough of them yet by that point. Hi, Lana, welcome. So this is, I hope everybody's doing well. I know I'm still really busy with work stuff, and I need to do a bunch of videos still to catch up for YouTube. So I was like, okay, this has been on my list to show. This is one of, they actually classified this under their Christmas yarns. Ooh, I just had some yarn fall. I just heard the bag behind me. This is their worsted holiday sparkle yarn. Honestly, I think this one's perfect for Valentine's Day, if you ask me. But I know some people like to do their trees or like to do Christmas decorations with pinks and reds. So this is color named Sugar Plum. Hi, Michi, welcome. Hi, Rebecca. I haven't been clicking on folks. Hey, Marcos. Nice to see you. I was wondering if you were going to show up, if you were busy with work or not. So yeah. So this is the Christmas yarn. This is Sugar Plum colorway. It's light purple, darker, kind of like that fuchsia color, a dark red, then a pink. Totally not my colors, but I mean, I like the purples. They made a nice job with it, and it has silver sparkle. But for next year, if you have some Valentine's Day projects, you could probably buy it ahead of time and use it for that. Oh, Michi, be careful, driving safe. At least that, well, if he's driving, then you don't have to worry so much. But yeah, it is pretty. Oh, okay, that works. That works, Marcos. Yeah, just leave me in the background. That's cool. But yeah, I do think it is pretty. And this comes in, it's 100% acrylic. Sorry, I'm wrong. It's 92% acrylic and 8% polyester. It's their 8 ounces, 226 grams, 498 meters, or 448 meters. And they recommend a US size 7 needle or knitting needle, or a I9, which is a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, machine wash and dry, made in China. You feel the sparkles a little bit, not too much. And then Michi saying hi to everyone. Hey, Don Aaron, welcome. Thanks for coming. I was just saying this is one of the Herrschners like Christmas yarns. Their new color for 2025. I mean, they released it 2024, but it was really a 2025 color. And it's called Sugar Plum. And the specs are the same on this one. This is their other holiday yarn. I think this one is really pretty. This one reminds me of like pine spruce trees and just like, I don't know, I think it has a nice like kind of classy look. It's called, the colorway is called Flocked Tree. And this is what I read before, if you could even read it on the other label. Hi, welcome, Rebecca. I'm sorry if I missed anyone coming in. It's hard to like read the yarn. Hi, Michelle. It's hard to like read the yarn and read the chat. And yes, thank you so much, Don Aaron. Yes, please leave your thumbs. So please click the like button if you can, if you like the video, right? So this one, this Flocked Tree, and for anyone who just came in, this was the other colorway that I showed that's new for their Herrschners yarn for the Christmas line, which is Sugar Plum. So it's, I know, it's pinks and, you know, some purples and a darker pink and a darker purple. I only bought one skein. I was like, just enough to show you guys. So you see how much I love you guys. But yeah, so this pretty one, which is Flocked Tree, it's white with some light, kind of like a moss green color there, with a gray, with like a kind of a beigey tan gray, and then a darker forest green. And then this is definitely a stronger gray. So I would say it's a mix between like cream and tan and white and gray and green with silver sparkles. I think this would look really pretty as a shawl. But I think everything looks pretty as a shawl. How many yarns, Michi? This is their worsted sparkle yarn. So it's the usual, the 489 yards. So all these are the same size. Or the 448 meters. And it's a, I'm sorry, I didn't say that before. It's a worsted, it's categorized as the worsted number weight 4 yarn. It's like a on the thinner side of a 4, not too bad. But I mean, it works up a bit thicker when you work it up. I'll show you in a second when I show you this. But yeah, so those were the 2 holiday colors. Oh, I'm too lazy right now because I actually like behind me that way into the dining room. I have all the other Christmas colors, but I don't feel like getting up and leaving the live stream right now. So I'm sorry. And I have all the Halloween colors too, except no, I do have all the Halloween colors. Like, this is their new Halloween color. Whoops, sorry, that was upside down. And this new colorway is called Monster Mesh. Oh, they have a goblin something color that's like a pink. Anyways, I actually don't have that one, so I don't have all the Halloween sparkle yarns. And yeah, and this is, yeah, and like you see, they have, you know, they label on it worsted Halloween sparkle, worsted holiday sparkle yarn. So I guess making it inclusive, so it's not just, so it could be winter solstice or other, you know, holidays, or Hanukkah or other holidays that they celebrate around the end of the year. This Halloween yarn is interesting. So it's a black with a purple with a kind of like a medium sort of blue color with orange and with a lime green. I feel like they wanted to throw everything in there. Oh, yeah, I said orange. And it has silver colored sparkle. Yay, I know. Thank you so much, Michi. Thanks for your support. Oh, and I forgot to say, you know, welcome everybody and welcome to my new watchers, returning watchers. Welcome to my returning and new subscribers, and welcome to my members. Thank you so much for your support. And yes, I am fully monetized. Yeah, it does look like navy. But it isn't. It's like a I would say almost closer to like a periwinkle kind of blue. Do I have anything navy around me? No. 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 Sorry, I don't have any navy around me. I'm like, I have other shades of blue, but not navy. So yeah, so these are the threes that I definitely wanted to show you in case sometimes for their Herrschners holiday sparkle yarn, especially the Halloween yarn, it'll sell out close to the days, close to those holidays. So if you really like some of these colorways, it's better to get them when you know, like a few months ahead of time when you're planning out for those projects. Worsted means Marcos, it's the weight category of a yarn, which means the wraps per inch. So the number 4 is, so depending on how many times around you wrap, like on you could get a regular ruler and within an inch you wrap the yarn, not super loosely, not super tight, and they have a chart, and depending how many wraps happen per inch, they categorize the thickness of the yarn. So with that said, they recommend on the label certain hook sizes or knitting needles that you can use with that, but you can change from that, and sometimes they're not always right, and certain companies like vary what they say on the size. So a number 4 is definitely very common size that people use. A number 3 is thinner, a lot of times called like a double knit weight, double knit. No, I don't have any number 3 around me either right now. But that's how you kind of gauge. Like this one that I'm about to show you guys, that's a number 5, which is thicker. Where is the opening? And the number 5 is usually called chunky weight. Yeah. A chunky weight yarn. So that's how we classify how thick the fabric's going to be when we make it, and what kind of needles we need, or crochet hook to use. And so, yeah. So that's what the yarn weight means. That's what the number means. Sometimes on certain labels of certain yarns, they will not have the number, or they will not tell you what the weight is, or sometimes they won't tell you the hook size or the needle size, especially if it's more of a foreign label. So then actually using one of those tools or using a ruler and wrapping it is a good way to figure out how the thickness of the yarn, we call it yarn weight. Which one, Don Aaron, which one do you love? The Halloween one or or this Christmas one? Because I know you're not talking about this one. And you're welcome. Hi Rita. Hey, hi MDL. Hi Zach. Welcome everybody. Oh wow, I got a big crowd going on here. So for those of you that missed out, these two are the new Christmas colorways from Herrschners that just came out for this year. This one is Sugar Plum. This one is, you think I'd remember it since I said the name like 3 times already. Flocked Tree, which is like greens and tans and white. And this is their new Monster Mash. You see, I remember the Halloween one, which is their Halloween Sparkle, also new for this year. And so the other new thing that I wanted, oh, congratulations. Thank you for being a member for 1 year. Sorry, 1 month. Wow. That was a big slip. Oh, Zach, which yarn? I kind of like was holding 3 and then didn't look down at the at the chat. And thank you, MDL, for the reminder for folks to click the like button. Okay, so now next to let's show you the one that they keep advertising. This like Soho squishy. I kind of wish Frizzy Bee was here because I had mentioned this yarn to her. Oh, thank you so much, MDL, for the gifts, for the gifted memberships. Oh, the Halloween one. Yeah, I agree with you, Zach. I think it's pretty. I may make a cardigan with it. I had ordered like 4 or 5 of them. So for those of you who are driving and or anything like that, you know, please be careful. There's definitely the replay. Then you can watch all these things again. And I'm also still going to do an unboxing video for these, but I've just been so busy that I keep putting it off. So I decided to get, they sell this this is Herrschners Soho squishy yarn, they call it. It is squishy. It is bendable. They sell it as single skeins. They sell it in a 5-pack where it's all the same color, or they have different coordinated color packs. I decided to go for one of the color packs. I cannot remember what name this color pack was. And of course, it's all like falling. You know, I'm just going to open this plastic. Sorry for the plastic noises. So they're marketing this as like, see, those are the other colors. I'll go into the color names. They're marketing this as a new amigurumi yarn. And Michi, because I know you're thinking this, yes, it does sort of fall apart. I already tested that. It was starting to like fall apart like that at the beginning. So I would recommend don't do a magic ring when you start with this yarn. If you go to Herrschner's site, they recommend a way to start with it, which is like a chain 2 and circle. This colorway is called Cream Puff. Reminds me of like a marshmallow. I would say it's white, almost like a little bit off-white, but see, like if I compare it, it's pretty white. Yes, that was very sweet of you, Michael. Thank you. Welcome, Kristen. Nice, Rebecca. So if I recall, I think the 5-pack of this yarn was $18.95. I don't think I brought the receipt with me right now for the invoice, so I don't remember how much a skein of this was on its own. Let me see. Oh, and the holiday yarn, these usually go for, I don't even remember that right now. And I mean, you know, I buy this all the time. There's squishy yarn. The single skeins that right now they're going for $3.99 for this. Yeah, and the multi-pack is $18.95. And the sparkle, I think the sparkle is $5.95. $5.97. I'm sorry, I was off by 2 cents. Okay, now to refine the window because I have like 7 million tabs open. Oh, thank you so much, Michi. That's really generous of you. Thank you. So, I'll do an unboxing. I'll show all these in a yarn unboxing video. I've been meaning to try to make an amigurumi with this squishy yarn and let you guys know how that goes. I am not good at amigurumi. I'm gonna try to do a no-sew one. We'll see how that goes. But anyways, I'll try. So yeah, this colorway is Cream Puff. It's this squishy yarn is 100% polyester, net weight 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, or 131 yards, or 120 meters per skein. Oh, and that sparkle yarn is machine wash and dryable. I don't think I said that before. And made in China. This one. This is made in Turkey. It says machine wash and dry. I have no idea how it's going to look in the dryer. It's nice and soft chenille. I mean, it is really nice and soft. The it's classified as a weight 5 bulky yarn. I would say yes. I would say that's a good 5. And yeah, they recommend a 6mm 10 US knitting needles or a 4.5mm size 7 US crochet hook. And they're definitely sizing that for like an amigurumi. So I think if you're going to use this for another project, you could figure out what hook size works for you. Again, I haven't tried it with this yarn, but you'll have to see if it worms. Worming is something that sometimes happens with chenille yarns if your stitches are a bit too loose, not too tight. That's why they recommend these yarns for the amigurumis, because it's tighter stitches and shorter stitches, so you don't want to do long stitches. You probably don't want to do anything really complicated stitch work either, because you're not going to have very nice stitch definition, and it's going to be hard because of the fuzziness to find your other stitches. But if you're used to it, go right ahead. I'm just saying that for like a beginner if you don't know. Rebecca, for the sparkle yarn here, it's 497 yards. Sorry, 489 yards. I know you came in a little late. And for this one, I think I already said it, but I'll say it again. 131 yards or 120 meters. No, I haven't seen any coupons at the moment, Michi. Okay, Zach, you'll be right back. Hi, Missy. I always try to remember what your first name is, and then I can't remember anymore. Yeah, and I don't think Michael was asking a question. I think he meant to say that it is sold at Herrschners. But yeah, it is sold at Herrschners. Oh, okay, thanks. I know I haven't looked at their the catalog recently. There might be a lot of times they have the shipping coupons in there. I've been trying to not buy yarn, but I miserably failed at that. So in this yarn pack, again, this color's cream puff, which is like a white off-white. Then they had this like green, like this kind of beigey tan color. Yeah, I'd call that like a tan, like a beige. This color is Sandcastle. That's like a perfect color for that. Sand. And if I find a coupon, Michi, I'll oh, good, Queen, I'm glad you made it home. I'll send it to you too later. Oh, I will say Yarnspirations is having a really good sale right now. It's 40% off all their stuff. They have a coupon that's an extra 10% off. You can apply to it, which is, I believe, VIP extra 10. If not, if you sign up for their email, they'll give you the coupon. They just came out today. They just dropped their intergalactic, interstellar, something like that, colorway. It's this huge yarn, this huge skein of blanket yarn. Let me see, I got the link for that. And that one is 733 yards per the skein. It's this beautiful mix of purples. It's really pretty. Oh no, Michi. Yes, it does shed. Well, no, so yes and no, right? So here, when you're like messing with it, it hasn't shed on me at all. So it's not like, you know, where some yarns you'll just do this and it'll shed on you. But where's that tip again? Where's the start? I just had it out. But it does shed in the beginning. It, you know, it starts like falling apart like that. But I mean, it's not like right away. It's like I have to sort of intentionally, you know, tug on it pretty hard for it to do that. So you get what I mean? So it's not like, you see there, it shed a little bit. But again, that's the beginning. Yeah, Michi's saying she may have to go back and get some gossamer this morning. I ended up getting 3 orders of from Yarn Inspirations. The other ones I ordered maybe about a week or a week and a half, and it still hasn't shipped yet. So they're definitely experiencing shipping delays. Yeah. I mean, I only bought this pack just to show it because I was curious if that would happen. Let's see if I find the other end. But yeah, it's doing it at the ends. See, that just I don't want it on my keyboard. That just fell off the edge. So that's why I'm curious of how it'll work up with the Ami. But honestly, I think for its shedding, yeah, it's nice and it's soft. But that price point for 131 yards, I personally don't think it's worth it. I think you're better off using blanket yarn and it's not going to shed on you. Or I think Michi had mentioned she had used one of the Walmart brands. So this colorway is Honeybee. The specs are the same. And again, that's like 131 yards. That's everything that I read to you guys. And this is like a pretty golden color. Yeah, and then like Michi says, yeah, she doesn't like those kind of chenilles. The teddy is like this really pretty brownish red or just brick red. Sorry, orange. It's like a rust orange color. Thank you, Leslie. Hi, Leslie's saying just be cautious with their shipping. Russ was saying that they're having a lot of missed shipments happening, so there are delays. Oh, with Yarn Inspirations, okay. No worries. No worries, Zach. Hi, Lori. Yeah, and I agree with you. Don't use a magic ring to start with this. On Herrschner's site for this yarn, they have a video and they give you a recommended start with it, which is like a chain 2 and then start like that. But I'd be careful with it so that it doesn't start falling apart on you when you're working it. Welcome, Lori. Yeah, I agree with you, Mrs. I'm not really one that does amigurumi, so I don't know, but I know I don't like that whole shedding part. And again, like I mentioned, if you're new and you haven't used chenille yarn before, be very careful with worming if you don't know what that is. I know Heart Hook Home has a good article on it, but it pretty much means if you use longer and taller stitches, you have to use a smaller hook size. So what happens is it starts sort of unraveling itself a bit within the stitches, and then the stitch work doesn't look nice. And yeah, so chenille is yeah, it's not recommended for beginners. Like, so that's why a lot of times now they've been using it for amigurumi because the stitches are shorter and they're tighter stitches, so you don't have the worming happen. So this really beautiful, like a silver gray, is called Moonbeam. Hi, Froggy. Welcome. Hi, Nisi. Welcome. Hi. And then I'm like, okay, I saw Michelle too. Yeah. Yeah. And again, like I mentioned, the chenille. So I pretty much just bought this pack just to see if it was going to do that. If it was going to shed like that. And I was curious what it felt like. And, you know, and like I said, yeah, it's really nice and soft and it's really squishy, but it has those issues with it. And that was the multi-pack. So if I get enough time, I'll try to make a no-sew little something with it. I don't promise that it'll look good, but it'll at least test the yarn. And hopefully I won't have to frog with it. But I think this probably wouldn't hold up to frogging very well either. So everybody's saying hi to everybody. Nisi says, oh, nice. Okay. Oh, Nisi, happy birthday to your son. I saw the post. Hi, Mark and Mandy, welcome. And then, yeah, because I've seen some of your videos. Nissy's like, she's always making amis and definitely have to be careful with them. Yeah. So, Nissy, you missed this part, but there's always the replay. These were the 2 new colorways from Herrschners for the sparkle, and I'm holding that upside down. From the sparkle Christmas line. This is Sugar Plum. This one's Flocked Tree. Man, I have a hard time remembering that color. And this is the Halloween one, the Monster Mash. Whoop, whoop. And these work out pretty good. I mean, sometimes you have a little bit of the silver falling off, but it's not like all the time. It's not a huge deal. Okay, so the other new yarn I wanted to show you guys. Oh, and what's hanging here is I finished my cable scarf. I was pattern testing this for a designer. Rush job, but yeah, this is called Wrapped in Diamonds. Yeah, wrapped. Ooh, that smells really good. Sorry. I haven't washed it, but I'm like, man, that smells really good. I used this Schitt's Creek yarn from Lion Brand, and this was the shared wall, and I actually made tassels. I made fringe. I usually don't add tassels to stuff. I haven't blocked this, and I haven't washed it either. It used about a skein and a half. And the designer is Cosy Rosie UK Crochet. She has a video tutorial out on this. For those of you who watch a lot of my videos, I actually don't think that I've shown this in my video that I just finished it. But if I have, please let me know, because I was going to show it in my next video. I'm like, oh, I don't think I've shown that. But yeah, and those are front post stitches. But she has the pattern available for free for the scarf and the matching hat. And she has a video tutorial out for that. I'll put it in the link to the description box of this live after the live. Yes, I agree with you. Mrs. It's very pretty. Yes, I agree, Lori. The shipping cost. I try to order from them when it's like free or discounted shipping when they have those sales. Yeah, I love Schitt's Creek yarn too, and it came out really nice. And if somebody wants to make this, and then because Schitt's Creek yarn got discontinued, I would say a very close equivalent to this yarn would be Lion Brand's Basic Stitch. I find that it has like a similar kind of little bit of sheen to it, similar thickness. It's just the balls are way smaller. Hi, Vima, welcome. Hi, Alpha, welcome. So, speaking of wrapped, this is the sweater I just finished that I was also pattern testing for the same designer. This one is wrapped. It's called Wrapped in Diamonds. It's like a sweater pullover style. Oh, that's big. And this was Bernat wavelength yarn that I used in the colorway Orange Soda Light. And I can't remember right now. I think I either used 5 or 5.5, 6 skeins. It's a little big on me. That's like a size large, extra large. What happened was when I was testing the pattern, she was still writing the pattern and something got messed up with her gauge. So she told me to go ahead and make the extra large. And then she fixed the stitch count halfway through so that it would be a large, but I still feel that it sort of fits a bit big. But she made it so that the width was like the width sort of your hips. And for those of you who know me and have met me in person, my hips are definitely wider than other parts of my body. So then it's like not as, then it's big on the upper half of my body, except for my shoulders. So sorry, I need to stretch that out. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys for the compliment. So the other thing I wanted to show you was I've been working on this. I think I showed it in one of my videos. Still pattern testing it, still not done. This is she just released the pattern so I can show it. It's Heart Hook Home. I'm using the skein, like the cake, two different sides, so that's why there's like a ton of mess of like I'm still connected. This is a cardigan. Ooh, where's the front? Okay, here's the front. That's what it looks like, the cardigan. Whoa. This is so hard to show when I'm not like standing up. Yes, it's curling, but it is crochet. It's the alpine stitch, but with double crochet. I'm working on the sleeves. I still have to do the border all around. It either has a hood or a collar, and I got to figure out how to put on a zip. It has a zipper. I don't know yet if I'm going to use a zipper or not. I finally finished this sleeve, which took me a week. Anyways, but I'm not super happy with this one. But the yarn I'm using is the Lion brand, the bonus cake, the mandala, the satyrs, and I don't have a pretty cake to show you that because right now it looks like this. Because this is the rest for the sleeve, and then since I need to do the bottom, I stopped the bottom over here and put the stitch marker, and that's over here. So that's why I said I'm connected all over. Oh, thank you, Vima. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so this is what the stitch work looks like. But it's using a 4.5 millimeter hook, and this mandala is a 3-weight yarn, but it's really thin 3. It's 100% acrylic. Each cake is about 1,000. Sorry, let me see, 1,000 something. A 1,181 yards, and I'm like, this is kind of what's left on the second cake, so I'm probably going to be on the third cake. So it's taking more than 2,000 plus yards so far. But yeah, that's how the stitch work looks so far. So it's I think it's really nice, and because it's a thinner yarn, it's not super thick. So we'll see. I hope it looks better on when I'm done. Thank you, Alpha. Sorry, I'm like going through some of the the messages in chat. Oh, okay, yeah. So Vima's mentioning that she also made a cardigan with the alpine stitch, but for a 5 or 6 year old child. A lot of times they do the alpine stitch when instead of double crochet post stitch, it's a treble post stitch, but it's definitely a yarn eater. And then Mike and Ike, we think alike. So that was funny. Yeah, Ashley said it's definitely a yarn eater. Missy, were you able to see her? She said she was going, I think it was Friday or Thursday, that she had an interview with Recrochet. Were you able to watch that interview? I know I missed it. Or it was Wednesday. I had like a doctor's appointment or something, or I was busy with work, so I totally missed it. But yeah, that's a size large. Like that's not even that big of a size. And I think I'm actually going to be almost 3,000 yards. So that's part of the reason I don't know if I'm going to put the hood or not, because I don't know if I have enough of the yarn to do the hood after I finish the sleeve and then do all the ribbing for the borders, like the bottom border and the 2 sides and maybe the collar. Thank you, Alpha. Oh, okay, you missed it too. Oh, okay, nice. So Vima says she did it with double crochet, and she has a full video tutorial on her YouTube channel. So the next yarn I wanted to show you guys, which this one's new to me. This one isn't new to Herrschners. Is this and sorry that this ball looks a little messy, but it's being in use. It's in use, so you know how that happens when. Sorry, it's the OCD. I'm like, hold on a second. It's all wrinkled. It has to be my fringe has to be straight. My tassels have to be straight. Okay, that bugs me less. Okay. So this is their Sundance Scramble yarn sold at Herrschners. I had seen Creative Grandma do, she has an older video that she did. I don't know how old the video is, but she shows, she did yarn swatches with the different colorways. Actually, one of the yarn swatches was in Tunisian Crochet, knit stitch. So that was pretty cool. So that's sort of what convinced me to buy the yarn. It's nice. It's soft. I would say not like super, super soft acrylic, but Yeah, it's about the same softness as like the Herrschners regular worsted 8 line. So this scramble yarn, this is what the label looks like. It's classified as a number 4 weight yarn, 100% acrylic. Its net weight is 3.5 ounces or 100 grams. 164 yards per ball or 150 meters. It says they recommend a US 9 or I size 5.5. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's US size 9, 5.5 millimeter knitting needles or a size J10 6 millimeter hook. Machine wash and dry, made in China. This colorway is Island color, and it's a white with like a lime green with a forest green with like a teal blue green. I will warn you, like within it, it has a very long strip of white, which you can kind of see here. I know this because I was using, you know, I'm using this yarn in a project. So just keep that in mind. And it's, I would consider this like a kind of like a speckled yarn, like long specks. Oh, thank you, Ima. That's nice. That's sweet of you. She was saying I have a sweet voice. This is the hook I'm using for the project. It's from my cheaper plastic kit that I got off of Amazon. And this is an 8 millimeter, just plastic hook. And I put just a little short. Don't really need a long cable for entrelac. You could also use a regular crochet hook if it doesn't have a thumb rest. Yeah. So remember this. I'm about to show you the other colors that I also bought, but I want to show you this project, so it'll make sense if I show you this. So I had some of this Herrschners baby worsteded stripes yarn, which I hadn't used yet, because the regular worsted 8 yarn, they have really pretty stripe colors. They also have their gradients. But if you don't like those stripe colors, you have more variety if you go into their baby line. So this one has like a kind of like a spring green color with a white, with a light blue, and then a medium blue, and like a, that, I don't know, aquamarine color. So it has multiple shades of blues and greens. This is the same specifications as their sparkle yarn, which is that 489 yards and a number 4 weight yarn. This colorway is called Sea Creatures, and that's what I was like reading to you guys before. So I decided, I think it was last weekend, to start a baby blanket, but I wanted to start a swatch, so I started one. This right now is not wide enough for the size baby blanket I wanted to make. And it was 26 inches when I started, and then it shrank. Which that happens sometimes, especially happens with starting chains with Tunisians. So now it's 22 inches wide. So right now this is a combination of both of these yarns. Sorry that they're very messy right now. And I wanted to see how the colors looked. I wanted to see if my 8 millimeter was okay and not, you know, not having too many gaps, and that it still had drape. Yes, the curling is normal for Tunisian crochet and for entrelac, but as I add a border and as this project gets bigger, that'll go away. Or I can also block it at the end as well. So let me stop moving it so you can see it. So what I did with this, which is upside down there, this is the right side up. I started with the scramble yarn on the bottom, which is a speckled, and then the next row I used the Herrschners worsted baby stripes yarn. And then the next line I did, get back there. The next, sorry, I didn't weave in my ends. The next line I used the flecked yarn again, the scramble. And then the next following line, you know, so I'm alternating the yarns with the different rows. And it turned out that the greens and the blues match very nicely. I just don't have this color within the scramble yarn. Mikey from the Crochet Crowd, they're releasing, he redid a video of an entrelac baby blanket, and they're using Biddy Stripes yarn. Currently, for members, you can see that video. That is whose pattern I'm using, except I modified the starting row number, which, yeah, I don't even remember what it is, so I can't give you the number, but either way, it wouldn't work because it's too small. So what I'm probably going to do is, one, either make this a pillow and use it like as a pillow cover, or two, when I get it long enough, I'm going to go around with a kind of like center out, but more like a, yeah, just going around the whole project, but with entrelac, so that I'll have a nice wide thick border, so that my 22 inches now become either 30 to 35 inches. Oh, nice. Thank you. Michael says that he sent, saying that you sent yarn to your window is that you subscribe to their channel, for those of you who don't know what that is. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, thank you, Lori. That's really nice of you. And yes, I agree. I agree, Missy. They do. I think they do go really nice together. Hi, Antoinette. Thank you so much for the present. So yeah, so that's what this is looking like. I mean, I was even surprised that it looked that nice. So I did do some color controlling. Like I mentioned, this yarn has a big strip of white. So what I did was around this row here, I actually decided to cut out some of the white and put it off to the side, because I didn't want, because this has white, right? So I didn't want my solid color line. I wanted it to be solid color, or if it has whites, that's fine. But I didn't want my, you know, line where I'm using the speckled yarn to be white with my solid color line white. So I didn't want it to color pool big patches of white in any one particularly, in any one particular section. So I'm sorry, Michael. I know they're like, it's kind of not my friend much either, but that's why I decided to take this on. I wanted to practice my joins, which I think my joins are looking a lot better, because I had done a different variation of a pattern that I had bought a kit for, which I was doing the blanket for Bag O' Day Crochet's animal auction last year, and I was not happy at all with how my joins were looking, and there was wider gaps. I felt like my stitch work wasn't clean enough. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try this. That other yarn was Karen Simply Soft too. I was like, let me try this. This isn't like a, you know, these are regular 100% acrylic yarn. It's not going to like slip and slide everywhere. And let me try to get the hang of it so that, you know, I'll have nicer work. So I like how it's coming out. I'm just, you know, a bit annoyed and frustrated that it's not wide enough. So we'll see. And then Vim is saying hi to Antoinette. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Missy. Yeah, I think so too. Well, I keep wanting to like eat, because I bought, oh, they have so many pretty colorways in these striped yarns of Herrschners. And the nice thing is too, you can also buy them in like color packs where they coordinate it with solids for you, which is, I think, really cool. But they have this really pretty orange with white and yellow that reminds me of candy corn in their baby stripes. And they have this beautiful, like a purple, blue periwinkle with white. Just really pretty. And I've been wanting to use all of those. So I'm like, you know, I kept thinking, like, what would be a nice where it transitions color nicely within the amount of stitches. And I think this is it. I think the other stitch that comes out really nice with this yarn is the moss stitch. I did a blanket that I donated to Boggy Creek, and I'm working on another blanket for a friend for that. Yeah, you see, so that's how it looks when you're not looking at the curling. So they had this yarn on sale, the scramble yarn, the 5-pack. I think it's priced down to $14.95. At least when I bought it last week, like February 27th. It was more expensive. It was, I think, $17.45 for the 5-pack. And Michael says, I don't know what it is about it. I just dislike it. I love the join as you go, but not entrelac. Would rather put safety pins in. Oh man, that's a very strong dislike. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Vima. Thanks, Michael. That's a big compliment. Yeah, everybody likes it. That's really sweet. And Missy says, yeah, they do. I bought several color packs to make baby blankets and sent to Bella and Cheto. Ooh, have you shown them on your channel yet, Missy? So actually this one's open. Let me show you one that's not open so that you see what the 5-pack looks like. This is what the 5-pack looks like, how it comes. So if you order 5, you know, you get it like this, but always do the math with Herrschners to make sure that your multi-pack is cheaper than the skein or the ball in the singular way, because sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. So I feel like that's something you always need to check. So this colorway is Sunshine. You know, I could have guessed that. Let me show you more closely. And it's not super soft, but it's not rough like Red Heart Super Saver. Creative Grandma was saying, like in her yarn swatch video, that when she washed her swatch, it got even softer and drapier. So that's pretty cool. So just she mentioned that. I haven't washed it yet, so I don't know how it's going to be when you wash it. So this one I would say is white with yellow, and the yellow is sort of transitioning the shade of the tonality of the yellow between very light yellow to a darker, stronger yellow, and then it transitions into like a light orange, sort of like a light orange tan color, and that section of it doesn't look good. So do you see what I mean? So it has a nice gradual fade transition. Let's dig in here a little further. I don't know if all of these scrambles have these big white sections. I suspect they do, because that looks like it's a big white section, right? Where you'd have a few rows of white. So maybe plan that accordingly when you're making your project, or yeah, or just incorporate it. But yeah, sorry, I just made my little ball all ugly. But yeah, this is the Sunshine colorway. He's like, I just listened to you because you always send me deals. Yeah, thanks. I do. I'm always like, hey, there's this sale. I know you don't need yarn, but. And then the color packs. Yes, I did. I didn't start the blanket. Oh, okay. Missy says she hasn't started the baby blankets yet, but she did get the color packs. Yeah, that was my idea too. I was like, oh, I can make some and, you know, like donate to Boggy Creek. And then reality sets in, and I have like 20 other projects I'm working on. So, but I was able to send them 2 blankets. So I'm happy with that. And Michi, reminder, you said you had to send your box with your blankets. So that's a gentle reminder. Put it next to the door so you don't forget on Monday. I decided to get this one because I was curious, and when I saw her video, it looked really pretty. Sorry, the tape part just kind of stuck itself. There we go. This one is called Valentine. And yes, I think it would have been really nice Valentine colorway. It is showing up the wrong color in the camera, just so you know. In the camera, it's looking pinker. It's a little more, no, it's a little lighter in color, not much. So the Valentine is a white with different shades of like pink and red in there. And like a mauve. It has like this, where is it? Like this mauve color there. See what I mean? That looks more mauve in person than it does on the camera. See, like there. But I think it looks nice. See, that's kind of how it changes color there. I thought it was pretty. I only bought one pack of it, but yeah. You never know when you need something like this. So yeah, I think it's nice. I mean, it's not a lot of yardage per ball. It's like 164 yards or 150 meters per ball. So, and this, I'm using the 8mm hook for the Tunisian Crochet for this. So, and again, like I said, I think it does have a little bit of gapping there, but I think that's okay. I think that's still sort of small for a baby. Hi, Arrow Lover, welcome. And then Missy says Herrschners couple today is $10 off $49 or $5 off $29 with code FWD1HR for spring forward. You see, and I didn't see that when I went to their website. I did not check my email though, but yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Missy, for sharing that. Let me show you, because I bought some more of these. I mean, I think it's fun to sometimes buy these colors that change on their own, that are self-striping or sort of like variegated, and then do different projects with them and see how the color works up. I think it's fun. It keeps me engaged and interested, because if not, I tend to get bored. So this is some of more of the island colorway, where it's those pretty, like, more fluorescent lime green with teal, blue, green color. I may or may not make a little baby cardigan with this. I don't know yet. I'm undecided. So they had this beautiful color. What was this? What was this? Rainforest. So this is the 5-pack of the Rainforest, what it looks like. Oh, Vima says she loves the Valentine colorway. Yeah, especially if you like pinks or reds. I think it's really pretty. I like this one a lot. It's a more subtle greens, more like forest type green with like a very light yellow green. I don't know if you see that there. Mixed into the white. There it is. And then you have specks of this like tan color. Like a washed out orange tan mixed in with it. So that would be more nice, you know, for more something more subtle, right? Not as loud. They had like oh, I forgot what it was called. There's one that's like speckled with blue and red, or it looked like blue and pink. Birthday cake. I don't remember the colorway name. And then they have another one that's like a like it has like a pink and red and yellow and orange, and it was like a multi-color specs. But to me it seemed like it was too much pink, so I didn't get it. And then the other one I got was this one, which is, I think this is Lighthouse. Yeah, this one's called Lighthouse. So that's what the 5-pack of Lighthouse looks like. And this one, it's how long have I been on? An hour? Okay. I think Granny D comes on at 3. So I didn't want to run over. And this is, the Lighthouse is a white with specks of blue and tan, like light brown. Maybe yellowish. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I had the bag falling off of my legs. Bye, Michelle. Oh, congratulations on the new grandbaby. No worries. And thank you, Vima. Which one were you saying that's also pretty? The island, or this one that I'm holding in my hand, the lighthouse? I'm like, did I miss one? Or the rainforest. Sorry. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, but I think this one's really pretty. I think a cardigan out of this would be really pretty. I may or may not have enough of that for a cardigan. I think I bought 3 or 4 or 5 packs of this. Bye, Zach. Have a good day at work. I hope it's not too cold there. I'm sure it is. And then Vima's saying, oh, now they need to check the website, though. They never bought from Herrschners. I've had really good experiences with Herrschners. It's especially good if there's a shipping sale, like either free shipping or discounted shipping. Those are the best times. I have their Smart Savings Club with Herrschners, which I had mentioned to Michael is a really great deal. So you get 10% off of all purchases with them, and you can stack coupons. So like, let's say with the sale that Missy mentioned, that one, you could actually use that coupon. Plus, you're already getting your 10% off all your items. And with the Smart Savings Club too, they kind of rush and expedite your order, so you get better and faster shipping. My stuff gets here within 3 or 4 days. And you have your own 1-800 customer service line. And I think you also get 1 coupon a year for free that you can use for free shipping. But yeah, so if you have an issue with them, you just contact them specifically at your special 1-800 number, and they take care of it. My experiences is that their customer service is excellent. Like, I actually haven't had such good customer service with any other company. Or I just missed the ball. Where did it go? How do you lose? Did anybody see where that went? Because I swear there was 5 in here, right? I just showed one. I don't know where it went. Oh well. I'll find it later. Yes, I agree. Oh, the rainforest. Okay, Vima said she likes the rainforest. And then Missy says, yeah, very pretty neutral. 24 degrees there Fahrenheit. Feels like 14. That is so cold. Yeah, it's like 40s here, and I'm very cold. That's why I have my hoodie back on. Yeah, and I had told Michael, I'm like, you should get it. And now, especially with the whole thing where sadly Joann's is going out of business, you know, like I mentioned to Michael, when just when you put it in the shopping cart to buy your Smart Club savings, it's already applying the discount to your cart, to the items in your cart. It doesn't apply it to the Smart Savings Club price itself, but it applies it to everything else. So just that one purchase where I put it in my cart, I was already saving money. So it already paid for itself. Yeah, and I agree, Missy. Love them. Excellent customer service and fast shipping and great sales. Yeah. Sometimes they have the Karen cakes. They have those on sale. I mean, after I think the time where that Karen cake is exclusive to Michael's, they will have them for sale there, so you can get really good deals. Okay, so I think this one with the 3 is where I pulled the other 2 from. This was the one I was using. I really don't know where the other lighthouse went. Nope, 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 nope. And the dog is sleeping. He didn't take it. Oh well. Okay. I have more yarn in the bag, but I don't know if anybody wants to see that, or if Granny D is coming. You guys might be yarned out by now. And then in Sanford, it's 71 degrees. Oh my goodness, really? Maybe it got warmer here. Let me see. Sorry. If it got warmer, I want to go walk in the park. It did. It got warmer. It's warmed up to 66 degrees. Of course, when I lived in Florida, that was our winter, but in South Florida, but yeah. It was in the 40s when I woke up, I swear. Oh, that's really nice. I was like, thank you for that. Now I know. Because I have to go walk the doggy too, so. Yeah, I love their mill ends too, but they haven't really been, they sort of stopped selling their really pretty cake mill ends. I haven't seen those for sale again. So, yeah, this is what I was meaning about. Oh, I have one more new yarn to me to show you guys. This was the Karen cakes, you know, one of the ones that they have kind of like on sale right now that they have there at Herrschners. I'm sorry, Karen Spice Cake. It's very pretty. This is the silver steel colorway. I know Michi had mentioned to me that she really liked this yarn, so I decided to get it. It's very nice and squishy and soft, and it's thicker, so it should, you know, that's the thickness. So it should work up really nicely. Sorry. Like my nail polish is gray and the yarn's gray. So and they have a pattern there on the label. I think that's a knit pattern. It says 5 balls for the pattern. Free pattern, classic knit feather and fan blanket, treacle. Yeah, this is Karen Spice Cake. It's 8 ounces, 227 grams, 239 yards, or 218 meters, 100% acrylic, machine washable and dryable. And they recommend a US L11 or 8 millimeter crochet hook or 8 millimeter US 11 knitting needles. So that's what I just read to you guys. There we go. That's easier to see. And there was, did I put it in here? I have this on the floor, so that's why. No, I didn't grab the other color. They have a pretty color like a ginger snap, and I think they had one other color. They had this yarn, they had this cotton yarn on sale, like $2.97. Fossil Universal Cotton Supreme. But they only have like this color and I think a yellow. It's medium soft-ish. Softer than peaches and cream. And it's I thought it was softer. Like I have their DK weight yarn and their DK of this is softer. The colorway is Fossil. It's 100% cotton, 180 yards. Machine wash and warm, tumble dry low. They recommend a size J10 6 millimeter crochet hook or a size 8 5 millimeter knitting needles. I would say, yeah, that's like a 4. That's fine. So I got enough to do a project out of that. And then I had seen Bod Crystal from Bag O' Day Crochet. Ooh, I have that loose too. Do I have the violet one here in the bag? Yes, I do. Yay! So these are new to me too. And she did a poncho with this. I think she mentioned that she may do a tutorial for it, but I'm not sure yet. It's Department 71 Glitzy Glam. It's a thin, sparkly yarn. Yeah, there. Do you see the sparkles? Sparkles, 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 sparkles. The blue. What's the blue? What's the blue? This one's called Sapphire. This one is called Jet Metal. This is how their multi-pack comes. Well, yeah, sure. We're gonna say that. We're gonna stick to it. And that's Grape Gleam. Oh, I think it'll rip the bag if I... You'll just have to trust me on this one. That's what it looks like. It's like a really pretty purple with sparkle in it. And it's, let me see. I would say like a 3-weight. It has like a halo, like fuzz. You kind of feel the metallic a bit. It's not rough, but I wouldn't call it soft either, if that makes any sense. And this one's, whoa, machine wash, dry flat, made in China. It's a 3, okay, they classify it as a 3 lightweight yarn. They recommend, I think that's 4mm US something. 6 knitting needle, sorry, I can't see. And a 5.5mm or I9 crochet hook. It's gonna be easier just to do this. That's and this is like a dark blue, like a yeah, so I think it's no drying. I think it's lay flat to dry. No drying with this. I don't know. I would hand wash it too. But yeah, that's how pretty the blue is. I wouldn't frog too much with it either if you're not sure what you're making with it, and that's the black one. Yeah, so it's shedding a little bit, not too bad. It's not shedding the sparkle, it's just shedding part of itself. Yeah, she's like, step outside. I'm like, I'm filming from the laptop, so I can't. I stepped outside this morning, but I woke up early, so it was 10 in the morning, so it was in the 40s. Oh, never earned out. I just did 3. Yeah. Yeah, for the Joann's. Yeah, I haven't had a time to watch your Joann's yarn haul videos, Missy. I did see them. I know the videos I did of my Joann's purchases. I didn't show the big twist that I bought or the big twist value pound because it was just too much yarn. I know. I just sort of stored it. I just showed the new big twist lines that I had bought. Yeah, I agree. I think the blue is gorgeous. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. So yeah, that's what I had here in this bag. They have their the Scarfy yarn for sale too at Herrschners. That was a new colorway to me because I had bought the umber brown, which is like a dark brown. Yeah, it's a dark brown black colorway. Sorry, I'm trying to get all this yarn off of me. It's making me hot. Oh, okay. And this Scarfy, it's going for, what's it going for? I don't know. I don't think it's on this. On this receipt. Yeah. I think it was $13 or $14, 13 something, $13.40. I don't know. Check their site because they may not even have this colorway anymore. This colorway is their Seafoam Clay. This has wool in it, so if somebody's allergic to wool, I wouldn't. Proceed with caution. Proceed at your own risk. And this has been around a long time. I think they're probably discontinuing these colorways, and that's why Herrschners has them on sale. And this is 5.3 ounces, 150 grams, 312 yards or 285 meters, 78% acrylic, 22% wool. Machine wash, cool, lay flat to dry, made in India. And they classify it as a 5 bulky. And they recommend size 9 knitting needles, 5.5 millimeters, or K 10.5 millimeter crochet hook. I've done a few projects with the other colorways. It's pretty. It's like a light clay color with a gray. This is sealed pretty well. I don't want to break it right now. Sorry. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Hi Moonrose, welcome. Okay, is she on? I'm gonna stop the live stream. I don't want to go over for her time, and I want to go walk. So I guess I did not have time to do some Tunisian crochet. I know I haven't done a pop-up live in a long time, so a little something is better than nothing. Say hi to Granny D for me. And thank you everyone for stopping by. Thanks for watching. And if I have a chance, I'll try to make some videos this weekend, but I may not. I'm still really busy with work. So thank you everyone. Bye. Hi, Deborah. Bye. Sorry, Deborah. Bye. Please catch the replay if you can.